Hi YouTube, it's Elliot. I'm here today with an action figure review for you. This is the Fortnite Big Mouth figure from McFarlane Toys. Okay, I just picked this up from Amazon. Got in the mail yesterday, and I haven't seen a review online. I don't typically do action figure reviews. I'd like to do more of them since I'm such a collector, but I hadn't seen anything online for this guy, and in case people are wondering what they get with a figure like this, I wanted to try to do something quick. It's not going to be as polished as the people that I like to watch, like T-Man 978 or Anthony's Customs, but it'll give you an idea of what's going on. Here's the first accessory. It's a compound bow with the arrow molded in. The arrow is not removable. It's sculpted well, painted well. Handle here. Yeah, I mean, this was a little bit more warped than this. These strings were pretty warped when I got them out of package, but I used a hair dryer. Even the arrow was warped. I used a hair dryer, heated it up, and it was able to get relatively straight. It's these are a little softer. This is kind of soft. This is a little more rigid. So there's that. Here's the back bling. 3 frogs with straps around them. Well painted, well sculpted, and yeah, I'll put these in a second. And this is his shovel with spikes and the eye. If you look at how crisp the eye's painted, the little black outline, the white, nothing's bleeding over. This is something that we're not used to seeing in Marvel Legends. And McFarlane is really setting a new standard for an action figure. Now this one retailed at $24.95, $25, but it's worth it. It's a 7-inch figure, and when you take a look at it, I think you're gonna be able to see that you're getting your money's worth in paint, in sculpt materials. Everything is phenomenal. Now I'm not a Fortnite fan, but I have a few Fortnite toys now since I've seen the quality that McFarlane can put out. Look at that. Look at the detail. It's amazing. All these don't come off. They're all glued on and attached, but translucent. I mean clear plastic, and then sculpted perfectly. They look like they have liquid inside of them. They're fantastic. This another little frog here strapped to his hip, and another little container with a cork painted well, exceptionally well. So, little bones. This thing has a softer overlay like McFarlane is known for doing. So this right here is relatively pliable, but I will tell you that in using the articulation is difficult. This is hindering. I'll show you, like, so while we're talking about this, the articulation, I'll start from the legs going from the bottom up. So his ankles, right, you can go up and back about that far. So up and back. The pin is inserted into the foot at an odd angle, so you can rock it, but it's at an odd angle. It's at an odd angle. It's not flat. It's not going to keep his foot flat on the floor, so you're going to have to work to get the feet flat on the floor. Also, I feel the detents are a bit spaced too far, and it's actually worse on this side. This side is even worse. I think if McFarlane can do what he's doing with the knee detents in the ankles, he'll have a perfect figure. Yeah. Also, just to get he'll have to get down further into the foot so we can get this pin facing a better direction. Now I know that's probably difficult because look, he has the hinge in the toe, right, which shortens the usable length of the foot where you can insert the pin. And although I don't hate this joint. I don't love it either. It's I don't ever use this for posing, and it's not enough to support a figure. So I could live without it if I had a better ankle joint, one that would tilt properly and have more meaningful detents. If we could get 6 clicks instead of 3, it would be a lot better. Now, you can get, I don't know if you can see this or even hear it, but these have a huge range. There's so many detents. So you can get these in the situation that you want, and it'll stay there. And you don't have to try to fiddle with it. Thank God for these, because we were able to kind of compensate for what's going on in these ankles. I'm not a fan of the ankles. He's done better with some figures than he has with these, and I just think he needs to find something that's going to work better as for the action figure, because the rest of the articulation is so good. This is the Achilles heel, so to speak, on his figures. So, McFarlane, if you ever see this, this is your big deal right here. But here at the hips, you got the standard McFarlane joints. They will go out relatively far, but the jacket pulls them back. Okay, you can see that's being done. So the jacket pulls them back. You can take a look here. The jacket does get out of the way for me to get a pretty high kick. But again, the higher you go, the more you're impeded by the jacket. So it'll keep pulling it down. Same on this side, about the same. You're not going to get super dynamic poses out of this guy. He's got this frumpy clothing on. Now, here's another. He's actually got a waist swivel, and it has detents in it. So that's there, and it works fine. Here, he does have a ball joint. From what I could tell, looking inside, there's a ball joint to move the torso. You can get it to tilt, right? You can tilt it left and right. But again, the overlay, as nice as it is, it really does block your articulation. So if you're looking to get this guy in a whole lot of dynamic poses, it's probably not going to work out, because this overlay, which makes up the bulk of the figure, is going to keep it from doing everything you want. I still like the figure though, just because I got it because of the way it looks. I'm not a Fortnite fan. I just like these monstrous looking creatures. So, studying this tongue, look at this thing. It's on a ball joint, right? You can go up, you can go down, you can move it to the side at will. This is great. And there's paint all over here, inside the mouth, on the tongue itself, on the gums, on the teeth. Really, really good. No movement in the head, because the head is basically part of the torso. Okay. And double jointed elbows. Those work fine, like what you would expect from McFarlane. Got a bicep swivel. He has done a lot better with this little shoulder cup that he uses, that gives you the pseudo butterfly joint, so to speak, gives you that little extended range of motion. Now on this figure, and I've seen this before on his Dyer, the werewolf figure that he's made before, where the cup is good. On this side, it's great. You see, as I move it up, the cup follows the movement. If I move it back, it follows the movement, and then forward. It does a good job here, better on this side than the other side. On this side, same difference, but it's almost like it's a little bit hindered. It keeps getting caught on the costume itself. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. Just be aware that this particular one, he's getting much, much better by using a bigger, more exposed shoulder cup. He's giving us more range, but it's still not an exact science, and it gets caught in between the costume and the cup. So just something else to be aware of. Same little ball joints here. You can move them here, turn them so that you can turn the hand and change it and move it any direction that you want to, frankly. Let's get his little back bling. Put that in there. Tight. Very, very, oh man. Yeah, okay. Got it. So this is the back bling. And it fits perfectly, actually. This is really, really good. It's tight, and the stem is long enough to where it's not going to pop out, and it's solid, man. This is good. This is really good. I'm actually, so these weapons, right? All of these fit well in the hand. The hands, though, are really rigid, and I usually take a hairdryer to them for a few seconds so I can put these items in, but I'm not going to do that right now because I want to go ahead and wrap this review up. But these will fit fine. I have not had problems with McFarlane figures as far as getting their items in their hands. But you can get this guy in some decent poses. I'm going to show you, and he stands pretty well. I don't have a problem. That was like no effort whatsoever, you know. And if you're going to have him kind of stepping forward, hands out, you can get him doing that as well. It's really not impossible. It just could be a lot better. You could get him to stand so much easier if we could get those ankles. If we could get those ankles where we needed them. Now I'm going to show you just a little bit of a size comparison. This is my favorite McFarlane figure from Doom. And here's another Fortnite figure that I recently picked up. Pretty cool. Again, not a lot of ankle mobility, but you can still get some good poses. These are all 7-inch scale. Yeah, 25 bucks. You're getting a good deal with this guy. You're getting a good deal with this guy. If you like it, order it. Watch out for that shoulder. But I think overall, if you're collecting these, this will be a winner. All right. Thank you.